How's it going, Facebook? Blake McClellan here, and gotta get this thing right. America. I want to talk to you guys about home defense and what I'm going to be using during this the little breakout where you're confined to your houses and stuff like that. Not everybody's going to be listening to law, stuff like that. And a lot of looting's probably going to be going on and shit like that. Because people are going to go crazy, thinking they can do whatever they want. So, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of defense, what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this right here. It's not very big, it's about half the size of my pinky. It's a 410 shotgun shell. It's a 9-shot. Everybody says, well, why 9-shot? You know, it don't do that much damage. No, it doesn't. I don't want it to do damage. I want the person to suffer. Suffer bad enough to where they want to go to the doctors, want to go to the hospital. Well, that basically gets their ass in jail. Not unless they're a hardcore thug and basically has one of their buddies dig out each and every single little pellet. If you want to know what damage does, look it up on Facebook. Not Facebook, but the internet. Look up images of what birdshot does to a person. It's not very pretty. And the gun I'm going to be using is going to be this right here. Don't worry. It's unloaded. We're all unloaded. It's a revolver. Now with this revolver, it's special. Basically, it's a double action. I can pull back the hammer, or I can just pull the trigger. Not a bad idea. Now, I've got a specialized holster for it. That's what I use. Now, the reason why I want to use that is my old lady, she's a big, not everybody needs to die type of person. Well, if it was my choice, I'd be using slugs. Now, with that, maybe a lot of people think it has a hell of a lot of recoil. It doesn't. And the reason why I say it don't have a lot of recoil is because of the size of my freaking arms. I can manage it quite well with one hand. A lot of new shooters that haven't shot guns before will want to hold it with both hands. And I find it fun to shoot. I shoot all the time. I'm very accurate with that gun, especially with slugs and 45 long colt, because that's another thing it can do. It shoots 45 long colt and it shoots 410 shotgun, same diameter, same everything. Now, what this gun is for, it's going to be my concealed carry when I get my concealed carry. And I will be shooting the PDX-1s. PDX-1 shoot out 3 copper plates plus 12 BBs. Now, basically that is going to be my concealed carry gun. And the reason why it's a PDX-1 is a personal protection round. Basically, it's going to have and then BBs all over. Now, You can go to his channel, Night Wolf, God Wolf, subscribe to him and message him and say, you know, how bad's your recoil on that? And he'll tell you. There's a little bit of a kick to it. He ain't shot that many guns. I let him shoot a couple of guns out in Kentucky. And we're from Ohio. I got land in Jamestown. I shoot regular on. Like I said in my last video, I'll be doing a lot more shooting videos for you guys. Showing you how I can shoot and explaining the gun, explaining, you know, what I'll use it for during either a bug out situation, hunting, home defense, stuff like that. One thing that you need to know is guns are not a toy. You never point at anything unless you intend to kill it. You never put your finger on the trigger unless you're willing to pull that trigger. You practice finger control, which finger control means you always keep your finger off the trigger unless you're willing to use the trigger. Now, I was at the flea market during Trader's World flea market during the shooting thing that happened, which was someone was pissed off at somebody and they shot that person. I was walking down the aisle with my fiance and I seen a whole bunch of people running. She thought people was running because they was just having fun, bullshitting, blah blah blah. And I seen them had a worried face on them, and I said, "What's going on? You guys find us selling shit paper or something? You know, because right now you can't find no damn toilet paper." And they said, "No, someone's shooting. Someone's shooting." Well, I've been in a lot of fucking crazy ass shit in my life, and I know that in a shooting situation, they're going to shoot at running targets. You know, so not that many damn people are going to be running my way to get away from the shooter because a lot of them will be down. And when I mean down, be probably either killed or wounded or just down because they're scared. So my old lady, she turned. I looked at her. I said, "We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here now." So I got behind her because I knew the shooter was behind me. And I told her, "Just keep walking." And she starts walking at a fast pace. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm trying to get out of here fast." I'm like, "No, don't run. Don't walk fast. So what you need to do is walk casual. Stay calm." I said, "Just listen to what I have to say." And she did. And we go out this door, and I see this guy putting a flak jacket on. I was like, "Oh, shit, I'm going to have to fucking kill this dude." I had a knife on me. I was going to stab the fuck out of him. He put a flak jacket on, and he had a gun right beside his truck. And he looked at me. He goes, "Where's the shooter at? Where's the shooter?" I said, "Go inside. Take a left, go all the way down the aisle." And I said, "Take a right, aisle 9, because that's what the people told me. He strapped on the rest of his gear, grabbed his gun, and ran inside. And my old lady asked me if I was scared. And I said no, which I wasn't. The only thing I was worried about was getting her out safely and calmly. Because I pretty much hung out in Springfield, which is a bad area. If you are from Ohio, you know that Springfield is a bad area, and shootings is quite an often thing. So I know what to do during those situations. If you panic, you get killed. Don't panic. Slow down. Think about what you're going to do before you do it. Everybody else was running in a straight line and going to the same exit. Me, I fought them just for a little bit, and then I turned to the side because there's a side door, and that's the side door I took because I knew that if the gunman was going to follow anybody, he's going to follow the mass amount of people. if it was a mass shooting type situation. He wasn't going to deal with just two people. But situations like that are rare. They happen not that often, especially in small little places like this. They've been happening a lot more lately, but it's still a rare situation. And like I said, stay calm, stay vigilant. Make sure you keep an eye out for all the exits as you're walking through a building. Make sure that you have an exit plan for everything you do. When I go to a restaurant, I usually have someone sitting in front of me. And that's so I can watch their back, they can watch my back. If I don't have no one with me, you always see me sitting with my back against the wall, where I can see both doors and see who's coming in and who's going out. I do this because it's a safe type of thing to do. And if I know where the exits are, I can get out and get myself safe. But like I said, give me liberty, give me death, don't tread on me. I'll keep my Second Amendment rights. Don't like it, don't subscribe, stop watching my channel. If you don't like what I have to say, you can subscribe, you can talk to me about it and get your own ideas, I'll get your ideas, and we'll talk and have a nice conversation. I'm not here to argue with you, I'm here to basically teach you. And maybe you could teach me something. You know, like I always told everybody in my videos, Matt is not my brother, but you don't have to be blood to be family. He's family. Subscribe to him, like his channel, comment, ask him a couple questions about guns that he shot. He'll tell you. He'll tell you about the recoil on this little thing. Looks small in my hands, but I got big ass hands. Like I said, finger control, you always keep your finger away from the trigger. You never put your finger in the trigger thing unless you're willing to kill something. This holster basically keeps you from pulling back the hammer. And there's no safety on this gun. The only safety they have is right back here where the hammer is. You take a key, put it in there. It locks it to where you can't pull back the hammer no more. I have the key, but I never use it because my safety is right there, the old mighty finger. And like I said, subscribe to God Wolf, Night Wolf, Matt's channel. You'll probably find him and he'll probably comment on this video. If he does, click on him. He'll send you his page. You like his page, subscribe. You subscribe to this page, like I said, you'll see many of shooting videos. He'll help me out by videotaping for me. He'll edit my videos for me. He does anything I ask him to. He helps me out. I help him out. But that's going to be the end of this video. Remember, stay vigilant. Always look for exits. And always have a plan to get out in a safe way.